Hello everyone, I'm Freaky, and welcome to the video. My friends, I love Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball GT, I like Super, I like the Dragon Ball movies, I love anything Dragon Ball related. And you know what else I like? I like Dragon Ball YouTubers talking about Dragon Ball Z, or GT, or the original Dragon Ball, or Super Dragon Ball Heroes, the movies, etc, etc. I love how they give us Dragon Ball news, or how they make discussion videos on a topic, or how they point out the plot holes in some places of the series. I like power scalings, I like what if stories, I like top 10 videos on Dragon Ball, and so on and so on and so on. And there are loads of Dragon Ball YouTubers out there. You've got Science Scholar, you've got Masako X, you've got Team 4 Star, you've got Geekdom 101, you've got Seth and Chuck. Even though they power scale other characters from other series, I still count them. There's Imran, there's Super Saiyan Paul, there's Dragon Ball Nation, Dragon Ball University. Dude, I could go on and on listing all the Dragon Ball YouTubers on YouTube. Anyways, I like how Team 4 Star every year used to do DBcember. They used to do top 24 with some honorable mentions, and then they went to top 12. You know, iconic moments, best techniques, best villains, and so on and so on. I like Masako's what if stories. I like how Science Scholar would talk about how good GT is. I like how we talk about the plot holes and things that's never explained within the series, and people talking about how the timelines work, you know, all that stuff. But there is one or two things that nearly no Dragon Ball YouTuber has ever talked about, and that is the dubs and the music from the series. I mean, think about it. When was the last time you ever saw a Dragon Ball YouTuber talk about the dub, the music, and their favourite parts within the series of Dragon Ball? Now, some of you are probably wondering, hold on, what am I saying? What am I talking about? Well, just think about this. We've had loads of people talk about how good the series is and talk about the good parts within the series, like how Goku turned into a Super Saiyan, and how Gohan defeated Cell, and the first appearance of Cell, and all that stuff. But there's also something else, and that thing is the music and the dub. Because in the UK, we had the Ocean and Westwood dub. It was completely different than what the Americans had in America. The dubs were different, and the music was different as well. So in the English-speaking world of Dragon Ball, there was two dubs, the Funimation and the Ocean/Westwood dub. But that's not to say that I didn't watch the Funimation dub with Bruce Faulkner, because I did. Between episode 53 to, I think, 107, that's when we watched the Funimation dub between those episodes. And then I watched the Funimation dub on the Orange Bricks. And to be honest, I completely forgot about the Ocean and Westwood dub, because I thought when I was growing up, I watched the Funimation dub, because during that time when Dragon Ball was coming out, I also played the games, which was also dubbed by Funimation. And it's all thanks to DBZ Imran that I got all this information. So if it wasn't for DBZ Imran, I would have thought I was watching the Funimation dub when I was growing up on Toonami years ago. So really the games sort of transitioned me thinking I was watching the Funimation dub when I was younger, but really I was watching the Ocean/Westwood dub with a little bit of Bruce Faulkner in it. You know, Funimation. And once I got the Orange Bricks, I watched the complete series with Funimation. But it's all thanks to DBZ Imran that found all the episodes of the Ocean and Westwood dub that I got to watch the Westwood and Ocean's dub again. And after watching the Ocean's dub, loads of memories kept coming back. The voices, the music, they were all good in their own right. I mean, especially the music. And if you was to compare the dubs with the Funimation versus Ocean dub, there are characters in the Ocean dub that I do prefer than I do in the Funimation dub. You know, Android 19 and Vegeta, and some of the music is just fan-freaking-tastic in it. But I have to admit, I think the Bruce Faulkner score is much better than the Ocean's dub one. And that's not to say that I don't like the Ocean's dub of the music. In fact, I downright like or love the music in the Ocean's dub. Like, there was the slow drum and reveal of Kid Buu, there was the standoff with Vegeta versus Android 19, and there was Trunks powering up against Cell. Like, there were some really, really good moments in the Ocean's dub with the music, and the voice acting was fantastic in the Ocean's dub too. And sadly, I don't think our American friends has ever watched the Ocean's Westwood dub, including a fair few others. But I do know there was a fair few others who did watch the Ocean's dub. But I did watch the Funimation dub, and I like the dub and the music in there too. I love the music where Goku powers up to a Super Saiyan the first time. I love Cell's defeat, and I love Goku turning into a Super Saiyan 3. And I also like the Bruce Faulkner opening too. And there was summoning Shenron. I'll tell you, the Bruce Faulkner score is absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Now, I know what some people are going to say. They're going to say, okay, Freaky, we get it. You both love the Funimation dub and the Ocean/Westwood dub. But what exactly are you trying to say or trying to get to Well, the reason why I made this video is because I rarely see anybody talking about this. And when I mean this, I'm talking about the dub and its scores from both the Funimation dub and the Oceans dub. Because when it came to Team 4 Star, I always pictured them talking about the top 12 scores, like Goku going Super Saiyan 3, or the music where Goku goes Super Saiyan 1, you know, all that stuff. And considering that they're also British or other English-speaking countries that have the Westwood dub and Ocean dub, I would have thought that Sans Scholar or Imran or Mosako would talk about their favourite dubs or voices or score from the Ocean or Westwood dub. But I have not once heard anybody talk about what part of the series they liked with the music, or what their favourite music is within the series, or which voices they liked compared to the Funimation one. And I've never seen anybody make a video about which parts was the best with the dubs. Funimation versus the Ocean dub, you know, the voices and the music, and what parts they liked with the music, you know, that sort of stuff. And you know what, it would be neat if the people who grew up with the Funimation dub was to watch the Oceans dub and they compared it to the Funimation dub. It would be cool to know what our American friends thought about the Ocean and Westwood dub, because that would be interesting. And before anybody says anything, yes, I have watched the Funimation dub from the beginning all the way to the end. And you know what, I do love the Bruce Faulkner score. I do like the voices of characters, but I think one or two voices from the Ocean Westwood dub is superior to the Funimation dub. You know, Ocean dub Vegeta and Ocean dub 19. But you know what, that's me. I think Ocean dubs 19 gives them more personality. And like I said, I would love to listen to what the people who grew up with Funimation has to say about the Ocean Westwood dub, like what they think about the music, what they think about the dub, because you know what, that would be interesting. And not just that, I would also like people to talk about the music and dub from Funimation, like, oh, this is my favourite song, or, oh, this is my favourite voice actor for this character, and the same with the Ocean/Westwood dub. Because if you ask me, I think this is a wasted opportunity. We've had people say, oh, this is my favourite part of Dragon Ball, or, oh, I like this character here, and all that stuff. But we have never ever had anybody talk about the music, the dubs. There wasn't any top 10s or 12s about their favourite scores within Funimation or the Oceans dub, or why they prefer one character's voice from the Oceans dub to the Funimation dub. I mean, listen, there is a wealth of stuff that you can talk about with the Ocean Westwood dub and the Funimation dub with its scores, because I love both of them. I love the voices and I love the score. So if you ask me, I think Dragon Ball YouTubers should talk about the scores and dubs from Funimation and the Ocean Westwood dub. I mean, you could have the British and Canadian and other people who grew up with the Ocean Westwood dub talk about what score they like or which voices they like, and you compare them to the Funimation dub, and the people who watch the Funimation dub can also do the same. And maybe both parties could compare and say something like, oh yeah, I like this in the Ocean dub, or oh, I like this in the Funimation dub. I swear, it could be a grandiose time. They could talk about what music they like from the Oceans dub and the Bruce Faulkner score. I would just love the idea. And listen, I know what some people are going to say. They're going to say, oh, but Freaky, Dragon Ball YouTubers, or any YouTuber in general, can't do that. Because if they was to make videos like that, letting people hear the scores and the dubs from either dubs, they'll get copy strikes. YouTube doesn't like people using copyrighted stuff, so it would be hard for YouTubers to talk about the scores from either dubs. That's why barely any YouTubers talk about the scores and the dubs from both dubs. And yes, you guys are absolutely right, but I have an idea on how they could bypass this. Let's just say, for example, they was talking about the songs and the themes, and talking about certain parts within the series, saying, oh, I like this part with Vegeta and Android 19 in the Oceans dub, or, oh, I like the theme with Kid Buu the first time we see him, and I like the Super Saiyan 3 theme by Bruce Faulkner. Yeah, they can talk about them on the main video on YouTube, and they can make another video, and they can upload that video onto either Dailymotion or Rumble or Odyssey, and on that video, in order, they show us the dubs of the characters, the scores, and parts of the series with those dubs and the score. So that way, they won't get a copy strike, and they'll be able to show us on another site. And if you ask me, that's foolproof. They can talk about the scores, the dub, the voice actors, and maybe do a comparison to the Funimation dub and the Westwood dub. Because if you ask me, I think the scores and the dub from both versions deserves more light, because this has always fascinated me. I've always liked for DBZ YouTubers to talk about the Funimation dub and the Oceans dub, with its dubs and its scores. And if you ask me, I think this is the better way to do it. Talk about them on YouTube and show the examples on another site. And if you ask me, I think this is a good idea. So, what do you guys think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Do you like this idea? Would you like more DBZ YouTubers to talk about the dubs and the scores more? Please let me know in the comment section below, and let's get a discussion going. I'm Freaky. Peace out. And please don't forget to check out my other social medias. Please go and check out my alternative video platforms: Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, Twitch, And please come and hang out on my Discord server. We can play games, have a movie night or a series night, or you can watch me play a few games. And if you guys have any suggestions of any videos you want me to react to, or any video ideas in general, you can tell me on my Discord. I'm also on Twitter, Gab, Getter, and Paula. I'm on Locals, Tumblr, Minds, and if you guys want to support me, please go and check out my Subscribestar. It's like Patreon but better. All these things are in the description box below, so please go and check them out and subscribe to them. I'm Geek Freak. Peace out.